Welcome back to the sessions. Let's start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly. So as I told you, team, from today we will be starting the sessions sharp at 8 a.m. So I request everyone, please join the session every day by sharp 8 a.m. so that we can complete the session also by time. Okay. So before starting the session, team, I want to let you know, whoever the people already enrolled, we have maximum enrollments receiver team. So we have shared the access as well to the participants yesterday. And we also requested to add you in the WhatsApp community, and server access will be provided to you today, team. Okay. So whoever not yet received the emails after the enrollment also, you can reach our admin team in the WhatsApp so that they will be addressing your queries, team. Right. So let me start the session for today. In the yesterday session, like as we already discussed it, team, the last 2 days we had the demos, right? Day 1 and day 2. So we talked about the introduction to the application, and then we spoke about the Fusion applications evaluation overview. Then we spoke about the company's Fusion environment releases. What are the modules we have in this technology? Career opportunities in this technology. Then in yesterday's session, how to access the Oracle knowledge repository. What is Oracle certification process, basically. That all we discussed it, team. And in the yesterday's session, I also introduced to you the Fusion HCM cloud applications. What are the different names that we can refer the Fusion application? And client to client, when Oracle selling the product, what is the pod number that will be differentiated across the URLs of the clients? That I told you, team. And then I also introduced to you the applications overview, team. How to log in into the system. What are the basic functionalities on the main home screen that we have, like the springboard, navigator, and home icon, favorites, recent. The basic intro about the application and all I have explained you yesterday, team. So as I mentioned, from today, we are going to start with our regular classes, team. And the very first topic that we are going to start today will be the concept of security administration, team. Whenever you go for an implementation project, okay, whenever you go for an implementation project, the very first and the foremost module that we will be working on is the security administration, team. Why, Kumar? This security administration we have to start before configuring any modules in the system. Why? Because, team, in security administration only, we will be talking about the user account creation and the access management in the system, team. See, I will tell you with a scenario like this, team. Now let's say, team, Oracle is a vendor. Let's suppose Tata Group purchased this product from Oracle, team. Tata is the client or the customer, team, who bought the product from Oracle, right? Tata Group purchased the product from Oracle, team. Now Tata given the project to, let's say, Deloitte or Accenture, some IT company in the market. Tata given the project, team. We will be working in these consulting companies on this technology I told you. Let's suppose, team, we are in this Deloitte, and Deloitte deployed 10 resources for the project, team. 10 resources, considering functional, technical, all the entire team of 10 people Deloitte deployed for the project of Tata Group. Okay. Deloitte deployed the project for Tata Group, team. So now Tata purchased the product from Oracle. They got the Oracle Fusion application. And now Tata want an IT company to implement the product, to configure their system, all their modules, functionalities, everything. Someone need to be configuring, team. So what Tata is doing now? Tata given the project to Deloitte. So we are the resources team. We will be working in the market, in the software companies or IT companies, I told you. Now, Deloitte team, we are the team of 10 members deployed for the project of Tata. Now, when we are about to start the implementation, we all should require access to the application, right? Now, when I'm trying to enter into the Fusion applications team, system asking me what? When I pass my URL, sign in Oracle Applications Cloud, user ID and password system asking. So we should be starting our learning from this stage. How to access the Fusion application, how the user accounts will be created in the system. Once we log in, what access we can able to get access in the system. From that fundamentals we have to understand, because team, when we go for the projects in the real time, when our company receives the project from the client and when we deploy team, we are called as implementation partners or implementation consultants team. Means people who are implementing the system, correct? So we will be called as implementation partners or implementation consultants team. We are 10 members team, functional, technical or techno-functional, all 10 resources. We are deploying team. So when our company got the project from the client, how the access to the application client will provide to us. Basically team, what client will do, client will create one user account. The client side IT team will be there. In every organization team, their IT team will be responsible for all the handling of implementations of technology related in their companies. So in Tata Group also, they have their IT team, the IT heads and all team. So they are monitoring the activities closely, like what we are doing. They given the project to Deloitte now. Now we are working on the client's application. We are implementing all the modules, core HR, absence, payroll, talent, everything, and we have to hand over. So that IT team will be monitoring all the activities team, and that team, what they will do when we are starting the project, one account they will create and they will give to us team. Probably in our 10 people, one project manager will be there. For our project manager or for our team lead, whoever is the person in the team, for that person team, client will create one user account and they will give us. By using that user account, we will be logging into the system. For rest of all our teammates, we have to be creating the user accounts, because every one of us should require access to the system. If I have to start configuring in the system, first I should able to access the application. So for all of our implementation team, we will be creating the user account. Client, sometime he only create all the accounts and they will give the access to us. But majority of the cases team, what they will tell is they will create one account with full access. They will give to us and they will ask us to create whoever the team members you have. For remaining people, you can only create the accounts and use it like that team. So for our project manager or for team lead, they will create one user account and they will give team. By using that account, we will log in into the system and we have to create the user accounts for all of our other team members team. So we are the implementation consultants. We are not the employees of our client's organization team. We will be there to configure their Oracle Fusion HCM system and we will leave, right? So team, any project implementation you go, the very first concept that we will be starting our work will be security administration. In Fusion system, the entire user account management will be handled in this module called as security. So today I'm going to start with that topic team. So whenever, just I given the brief background, why we have to start with this concept, to give you the real-time case studies that usually the approach or the process that we follow team, right? That I'm given here. So when it comes to security administration module team, in security, we have two concepts team. One is user account management, or in the Fusion application, security administration is categorized into two things. One is user account management, okay, and the other one is team role management team. These are the two concepts we have in the security administration in the Fusion application team. What are they? User account management and role management team. So these are the two concepts we have in the security administration module in the Fusion application team. What is this? In user account management team, we will be learning how to create the user accounts for any users in the system. How to create the user accounts in the system, that we will be seeing in the user account management team. Okay. So typically there are two ways to define the user accounts. An important interview question, team. Star marked interview question. How you will create the user accounts in the Fusion application. When it comes to user account creation, team, there are two ways. Role management I will talk in next 5 minutes, team. In the entire security administration, these are the two concepts that we are going to learn in the Fusion application team. User account management and role management. When it comes to user account management team, there are two ways how you can define the user accounts in the Fusion application team. One is automatically system creating the user accounts, automatically system creating the user accounts, and the other one is team manual way of creation. There are two ways in the Fusion application the user accounts for any users will be created, team. They are automatic and manual. Automatically system will create the user account. The other option is manual. What is this automatic, Kumar? See, this is a HR related application, team. Any company using this application for what purpose? In order to handle their HR activities in day-to-day life. So team, whenever HRs hire, now we implemented the system and we hand over to the client Tata Group team. Let's say Tata started using our system in their day-to-day life. So whenever the HRs hiring the new employee, whenever hiring happening, whenever hiring of employee happening, team, okay, whenever hiring of an employee happening, team, automatically system will be creating the user account. So what is that, team? For employees in the system, whenever hiring happening, system will automatically create the user accounts. It's a standard behavior, team. So whenever HR's hiring the employees in the system, directly system itself will create the user accounts for them. Once the hiring completes, team, whenever we hiring only, we will capture all the employee details like his name information, his address, his email ID, his assignment information, his salary information, all these details we will provide. Whenever we hiring team, we will capture the employee work email details also in the system. So whenever hiring happening, when HR hiring the employee in the system, okay, once the hiring completes, team, to his email ID, system will be sending the welcome email, team, by saying that your user accounts created. You can click on the link to reset the password. It is a standard behavior in the Fusion application. Whenever hiring happening in the system for the new employee, system itself will automatically creates the user account. This part, how it will be doing, you will be understanding in our core HR module, team. Why? Because in core HR module only, we will be seeing hiring of an employee, transfers, promotions, demotions, resignations, everything. So when we talking about this module, and when I'm showing you the hiring, how it is happening in the system, you will understand this concept team. Like how in the Fusion application, user accounts will be automatically created. This is for employees team. That is okay. But we are not employees in our client organization. We are just implementation partners. We are there just to configure the system and we will leave. We are not the employees team. Our 10 members team is not the employees in the client organization. So we will not be hired in the system. Then how about us team? How the user accounts for our implementation team will be created? We have another approach team. Manual way of creation. Even sometimes team, whenever HR is hiring the employee also, due to some data discrepancy issues, system will be failing in creating the user account. During that time also team, we have the manual option. HR admins can go into the system and they can manually create the user accounts team. At the same time, for our implementation team, for all of our 10 members or 15 members, whoever the team, that deployed team, for all of us, manually user accounts will be creating in the system team. So our main concentration will be on this part. Automatically how it is happening, you will be seeing in your core HR module. I will show you practically by hiring the employee how system creating the user account. But now we have to concentrate on this, because when we go for a project, the very first thing that we will be working will be this one only team. We will receive one user account from the client. By using that, we will log in into the system. For all of our team members, we will create the user accounts team. For the employees, automatically system will create. But we are not the employees in the system. We are just implementation partners team. So we will have only user accounts in the system. No employee record we will have team. We will not be hired as employees in the system. All of our implementation consultants will have just user accounts to log in into the system to start our setups and configuration team. So we have to see that how in the Fusion application, the user accounts manually creating. So you understood the situation, right? Whenever we working for any client team, if you are working in any organization, whenever your company got the project, you will be deployed for that project team. So whenever we got the project and when we deployed for that team, our client will give the application access to us. Only one account usually they will create among all of us and they will give. By using that, for rest of all our team, we have to create our user accounts, because all of us should able to access the system to start configuring the modules team, right? So how that to be done, we are seeing team. During this time only, I'm telling that if it is your client employees, whenever they are getting hired in the system, for them, because every employee requires user account access team, because it's a HR portal. Every day employee should able to access the system. They have to apply their leaves. They have to check their pay slips. They have to find out their employment info, all these details team. For employees, no issue. While hiring in the system only, application will create the user accounts automatically. For them, they have this process. But for us, we are not getting hired. We require just user accounts for all of us. No employee record is there in the system. Then team, manually, we can able to create the user account. How team? How we can define that? In the entire Fusion application team, security administration will be handled in a one concept called security console. If people having prior experiences team, if you are working in EBS or anything, in EBS we have different concepts like Oracle identity management. We have to go there, we have to create the users and we have to add the responsibilities. But here team, the entire security in the Fusion application will be handled in a one single functional area called security console. Where we have to access that team? Now I'm logging in. Let's assume This is the user that client given to us. One super login team with all access client given team. So I'm using that and I'm trying to log in team. Let's say I'm signing in. After logging into the system, 1 second team. Second team, let me log in from incognito. Okay. Just give me a second team. I think suddenly the environment is down. The environment that, the application that which we are using. Just give me a second team. I'm stop sharing the screen. I will try to get to another environment for the session today. Just give me a second. 2 minutes team. Just I unshared the screen. I'm trying to get the another environment. Hmm. I'm trying to reset the password of another environment. Just give me 1 minute. I will be back. Okay. Yes, I have taken another environment team for our training today. So once after you log in into the system team, you will be landing upon the application. Okay. And then team, after logging into the application team, we have the springboard area. Yesterday I have introduced it, right? This is the springboard area. And all these are the functional areas I told you. And under each section, whatever we have, these are called as sub-functional areas I told you. So team, in order to start working on the security concept in the Fusion application, if you want to create the user accounts team, we have a sub-functional area called security console, where we can access, once after logging into the system team, go to tools here. Expand towards the right, you have something called tools. Go to tools. Under tools functional area team, you have here something called security console. See team, under tools, you have something called security console. So this is the sub-functional area where the entire security in the Fusion application you will be handling team. So if you want to create the user accounts or if you want to check the existing user accounts, anything with respective to user account management, you will be handling in this area called security console. So team, whatever the super account, whatever the single account that client given to us with all access, we will use that and we will log in into the system team. And then we will be coming to the tools. Under tools, we will go to security console. Click on that. You will land upon the security console area team. Close it. And then team, on the left hand side, you have a couple of options: roles, users, analytics, certificates, API, different options team. Once after you coming to this security console page, on the left hand side, you have something called users. Okay. Come to users team. Then here is the place team you will land upon user accounts. So as a admin in the system, if you want to check out any user accounts team, you can able to check out here by filtering with the username, email, last name, first name. You can able to search any existing user accounts if you want to search team. But my requirement is not till that extent. Now I want to know, first of all, how to create the user accounts in the Fusion system. Now for all of our implementation team, we require the user accounts to be created. So you come to user accounts team, and here we have add user account. So click on add user account team. Then you will land upon this page. Add user account. So here we have to create the new user accounts in the system team. So whenever you creating the user account, associated person information, and we have person type, associated person type. We have two options team. One is none and the other one is worker. What is this, Kumar? See, I told you, right, team? Sometimes for the employees also, whenever the HR is hiring the employees also team, due to some data discrepancies team, system might not be creating the user accounts automatically. For that cases, we can able to manually create team. So whenever you creating the new user account team, system will ask us, you are creating the just user account for your implementation team, or you are creating the user account for any existing employee who is already hired. Person type, if I keep worker, it means already an employee record hired in the system. For that person, we are creating the account manually. See team, if I choose person type as worker, one more field will come called worker name. See team, system will ask for which worker in the system you are creating the user account. You can have a magnifier search team. Click on search and you can able to search. So any employee by name, John, I am searching. If anyone is there, it will show. No one is there team. Or if I am searching with some name by Kumar. See team. So what happens, in this environment, in this application, whoever the employee is hired, see, these all are our test environments team. Even this is the environment you people will be receiving for practicing every day. Many already data available, but for the first time, whenever you are working, no employee will be their team. You can't search employees anything, but as such, it is using an used environment. Many people's practicing employees data available team. That is why I could able to search. So now I searched with Kumar. In this system, whoever the employee is hired by name Kumar, who is not having the user accounts team, that will be showing. See, Ajit Kumar, Sanya Kumar. I can select that person. And this is the person number of this employee team. Person number concept we will see in Core HR. So if you select that team, click on OK, the details will come. See, Ajit Kumar, his email ID, username, everything coming. Okay. From where team? Already in the system, I have an employee. For that employee, I'm creating the user account. But my requirement is not that one team. My requirement is not that one team. Because I'm creating just user accounts for my implementation team. For all of our team members, we have to create. In that case, team, go to add user account, keep the person type as a none. Keep the person type as none. In the system, if you want to create the user account for the employees who existing, actually while hiring only, they will be getting user account. But due to any issues, if the user accounts are not created by the system, then manually admins will come, then they will choose the person type as worker. They will search for that employee and manually they will create and share it to the employee team. But now we are creating just user account. See, no employee record associated. So choose the person type as a none. Then team, account information, you have to make sure this active button checkbox. Without this, if you create the user account, useless. You cannot use the credentials. I'm going to show you. After that, I will make inactive and I will show you what is the behavior. when the user account will be locking in the system, that all I will tell you. Just keep it active. This advanced information is not required, team. If your client having single sign-on enabling team, like say if your client using multiple technologies like Oracle, they are using some other Microsoft they are using, or some other Outlook they are using. For all, they want common user accounts team, single sign-on. If you are enabling, you can able to do that. But that is a technical concept team. Usually the middleware or the DBS will be handling that. We are not doing that options team. Just ignore that. It's not required now. Now here in the user information team, category will come default. Then here see first name, last name, email, username, password, confirm password. Here we have to capture team user information. So first name, I'm giving something like team. By name I will give team. What's the name we will give? Any employee name. Let's say I'm giving team Manoj Roy or Manoj Raj. Something I'm giving team. First name as Manoj and last name as Raj. I'm giving team. Now see team. Now see team. First name, last name, any email ID that person. Okay. So I'm giving team the email, something, one of the email that which I use, I'm giving kumar.oracle18@gmail.com. But usually whenever we're creating the user account, that employee's user email we will provide team. So this is the username team, Manoj.Raj. This is the username. Okay, I will tell you, Kumar, why the format taking as username as first name dot last name? That all I will tell you, team. We have this user category where you can maintain certain rules for the user account also as per our client requirement. My client is telling Kumar, for all my employees, the username should be their email IDs. We can able to do that. I will tell you. That is in the category concept we have to discuss, team. But now I want to make you clear how we can create the user accounts in the system, team. So we have to come to security console, user, add user account, then person type should be none. If you are creating just user accounts for our implementation team, then you have to give the details, team, that user first name, last name, email, then the username and the passwords, team. So I'm giving the password something here. Okay. And I'm confirming the password, team. I'm confirming the password, team. Okay. And now the most important point we have to talk is role management. Now you are creating the user account. I have a person by name Manoj Raj. So I'm creating the user account by name for Manoj team. Now with this user credential, when he log into the system, what access that Manoj should be provisioned in the system, team? What access Manoj should be provisioned? Now I logged in with my user. There is some user by name com.cast. Okay. When I log in, team, here, if I duplicate my tab, when I log in with my user team, I could able to see several functionalities here, right? See here, when I log in with my credentials, I could able to see many things, many functional areas, me, my team, procurement, my client groups, payroll, workspace, all different modules related functional areas I could able to see, team. In the same way, when Manoj logging into the system, to what all modules related functional areas Manoj should able to access. How that will be decided, team? In Fusion application, the entire security is working on a one concept called RBAC. RBAC. What is that, team? Roles based access control. In the entire Fusion application, the concept of security, the access concept is working on this one concept called RBAC. Roles based access control. For every module in the system, I listed out different modules right here and different other functional areas also. For every module or for every functional area, Oracle standardly providing certain roles in the system team. Unlike in Oracle e-business suite, if anyone have EBS background, you used to have responsibility there. But in Fusion, replacing the responsibility, Oracle brings in the concept called roles. For every module, Oracle provided seeded roles in the system team. I will list out them here. In order to access core HR module team, so we have this sheet, right? Core HR implementation sheet, global HR. All these are the configurations we have in core HR. So in order to access all the functionalities in core HR module team, or in absence module, or in talent module, for core HR, absence and talent, we have the roles that Oracle providing in the system called human resource manager. Okay, human resource specialist. Okay, then human resource analyst. Like this, we have the roles available team for core HR, absence and talent. For payroll module team, in order to access the payroll module and that module related functionalities team, we have the roles like payroll manager, payroll administrator. Like that, we have the roles team. Then for compensation module, in order to access compensation module team, we have compensation manager, then compensation administrator. Okay. Then for benefits also team, we have benefits manager, then benefits administrator. I will give you a detailed document what all roles we have for different modules team, but as of now I'm writing here some of them, not everything. Then for OLC team, we have some roles, learning how to access. One second, team. I forgot to keep everyone in mute. Okay. For OLC module, learning cloud, we have something like team, learning specialist. Then we have some more also. Some of them I'm listing. For Oracle recruiting cloud, we have something like a recruiting specialist, then hiring manager, then recruiter. We have a couple of roles team. So what is that concept you have to understand team? In Fusion system, in order to access the functionalities in all these modules or technical concepts, anything team, Oracle standardly providing certain rules team. So whenever you creating the user account, now today I'm creating one user by name, Mr. Manoj Raj. So he is one of the implementation consultant. He requires access team. So now I'm creating a user account that is a Manoj Raj. This is the user I'm creating. But to what things that Manoj should able to access in the system, to what all modules that Manoj should be able to access in the system, that will be decided from the rules. So in Fusion application, as I told you, the entire security will be working on a concept called RBAC, roles-based access control. Whenever you create the new user account, whatever the roles that you added to that user, the user will be provisioned with all that functional access in the system team. For Manoj, whenever I'm creating the user account now, I have the option team, roles. I have add role. By default in the system, for all modules, Oracle standardly delivered the roles team. Within the concept of roles, again, we have a lot of customization to do. Like we have types of roles, then we have data restrictions, functionality restrictions, creating custom roles, that all will come. That I will take up in the next coming classes team. But at this moment, I want everyone to be on the same page on the understanding. What is that? How to create the user account, how to add the roles to give access to that user in the system. So team, whenever you creating the user account only, we have the roles section after providing the user information team. Here, add role. Click on add role and team. Whatever the roles that Oracle standardly delivered for all the modules, you can able to search them here in add role membership. Let's say human resource manager. I can search team. See, don't get worried. Kumar, when we are practicing also, when we searching the role, many roles coming with the common name. See, human resource manager, I'm searching. Human resource manager, TechM, human resource manager, Adani, BMW. See, team, it's a training environment. Many people like you and me are practicing. So as I told you, in roles, we have customization of roles and all. For that, when they are practicing, they created team. But whenever you got the access, probably by today, you will be receiving the access team for practicing. Whenever you are practicing, when you search for the role, please observe the name looks very official. You see, human resource manager. This is the role name and this is the role code. Ora, O-R-A per human. Ora means Oracle, O-R-A. So whenever you searching for the role, if the role code coming with Aura, then come to the conclusion team, that is the Oracle delivered standard role. So you can use it team. These all things please ignore. Even many of the things I only created for demonstrating to our students with respect to the role management classes team. When we come to that, I will tell you. So you add that roles team. You can select and you can add team. But before that, what I will do is I will add one basic role team. We have something called employee role, which is a basic role for the users to assign team, where when an employee log into the system, at least he should able to access his own personal information team. Okay, employee self-service we will call. So we have some basic role called employee team. I will try to add that role and I will show you the difference of access, how it is working team. I'm searching with employee. So I'm picking up this one employee, that is Aura one team. Select that one and click on add role membership. Now see team, I'm creating the new user account in the system for my user Manoj. This is the username, password, and one basic role I added called employee. Let me click on save and close. That's all team. The user account will be created in the system. If you want to cross verify whether that account created or not, in the same user account section team, you can search. If you know his username, directly you can pass manoj.raj. Here it is team. This is the user just we created. If you know his email, you can even search with his email team. If anything that you want to search with the email, you can able to search. If you know his last name, means we have different options. Either you can search with username, email, last name, first name, anything team. Now this is how team user accounts in the Fusion application you can create. Now let us try to log in with this user and check out team. What all functionalities this Manoj can able to access. Let me open incognito team in one more window I'm opening. This is our environment team, EKMK, the same environment of us. Okay. I'm opening in another browser. Now see team, I'm trying to log in with that new user team, manoj.raj, the user ID is. The password what I given, I'm giving here team. And I'm clicking on sign in. Sign in. Now see team, I could able to log in now with this Manoj Raj. Click on home button. Now see team, I could able to log in. But see team, even these things also you should not receive. Now see team, when I log in with this user credentials team, Manoj Raj, what all things I could able to see here? I could able to see some options. Me. Then if I come to my client group, in my client group, see actually team in this test environment, employee role also customized it, seeded one, many additional responsibilities added team. I mean, additional features added. That is why everything you could able to see. But when you're practicing in the demo instance, these all things you won't be seeing. Okay. But okay, fine. Let us understand in this way. Now I logged in. My client group is there. What things I'm seeing here? Only 3 options. Tools I'm going. What I'm seeing? Only couple of options. Okay. Am I getting every detail team? If I click on settings and action, only limited access. But compare my login. This is my login, right? With my user login, com.cash, the admin login, which I use it with all the access. See, if I go to my client group, how many things I could able to access? I could able to see onboarding, compensation, goals, performance, person management. So here that user could able to see all these things. Manoj Raj, no, only limited access I have. My client groups, only these things. Even tools, only these things I could able to see. But here see, with my login, when I come to tools, okay, when I come to tools, how many things I could able to see? Even our security console also I could able to see. Or if I go to my settings and action, how many things I could able to see here? Administration, edit pages, these all things. But this Manoj could able to see all this stuff in the settings and action? No, only limited things. Where is that administration area, edit pages and all? No. Why? That is what roles based access control concept means. That is what roles based access control means, team. Whenever you creating the user accounts in the Fusion application, it might be for employees, it might be just the user accounts for the implementation team, anyone, whatever the roles that we are adding, the user will be getting access to those functionalities accordingly. Now I just added this basic employee role team. Only this role I added. That is why with that role, whatever he can able to access, he could able to see. But along with this, if I add these roles also to the user team, then Manoj access will be improvised. Let us see that also. Now again, I'm going back team. Now as a admins team, if you want to do any sort of updations to the user accounts, as I told you, you can come to security console, users, you can search with the user team directly, and then you can click on that display name. Then you will enter into his account details team. See, user account details for Manoj. Then you have couple of options team, reset password. I will tell these things later. Click on edit team, then any editings that you want to do, let's say employee username corrections, email ID corrections, first name, last name, you can do team. And now here you come to roles. Only one role you added. With that role, Manoj is getting access, very limited team. Now see, I'm adding some more roles now. Click on add role, and let's say we will add these roles team. Human resource manager. I'm searching the Aura one. I'm using team, add. Then what? Human resource specialist. I'm adding more roles to the user team. The Aura one, I'm picking up human resource specialist. Then payroll admin, I will use team. Payroll administrator, I'm adding. Then what I want team? Compensation administrator, I'm adding. Even managers and all also you can add, but as of now, one from each module, I'm adding team. Then benefits administrator. Okay. See, all roles from where these are coming when I search, they all are Oracle delivered in the system team. Then learning specialist. Okay. Learning specialist. I'm adding team, all the roles. And event team. See now, along with the employee, all the other module related roles I'm adding to this user Manoj. And team, similarly, when I go to tools, and I came to security console. If you want to access this security console functional area under tools, for this also, we have a role by name called IT security manager team. We have a role called IT security manager for security console also, if you want to access. So I'm adding that also to my employee Manoj. Add role IT security manager. See, in order to access security console under tools, this is required team. So now see team, The same user that which I created in the system, I am adding more roles to this user team, IT security manager. Save and close. Now the user will be updated in the system with all that roles team. See, all the roles I added to this user. Now, let me go to the system. Parallelly, we are doing the changes, right? Let me refresh team. I'm signing out and signing in. And let me check out team now. Click on confirm. Okay. Click on confirm. Now, let me try to log in with that credentials team, Manoj. And by the way, user IDs are not case sensitive. You can give upper letters, lower letters, anything, no issue. Now I'm trying to log in as Manoj team. Now let me sign in. Now let me sign in. Now see team, Manoj got full access. See me, many things came. My client group, see all components came now under my client group. Then payroll section came because payroll roles we added. Then in my client groups, compensation roles we added, compensation. Then what? Again, payroll, performance, goals, whatever my user Comcast have, everything is getting payroll. Then if I come to tools, okay. Even now see security console, Manoj could able to see. Earlier, this is not available team. How the access improvised now? This is what the concept you have to understand. In Fusion system, creating the user account is not sufficient. Whenever you creating the user account, whatever the roles that you are adding to the user, his access to the functionalities will be provisioned accordingly, team. That is why the security concept in the Fusion system, we will tell depending on a one single item called RBAC, roles based access control. Whatever the roles you add, he will get access to that functionality. Whatever the roles you remove, the access will be removed to that user team. That is what roles based access control. For all functional areas or modules in the system, Oracle standardly delivers the roles team. So today, when I'm sharing the materials folder for core HR, I will be giving you the core HR material, or I mean the first PDF team from day one for the next 20 days. Whatever we are going to see, that PDF will be given day-wise class notes. In that, you can find what are the roles for what are the modules Oracle providing team. Okay. So this is how team in the Fusion system manually the user account creation should be done and the role assigning should be done. Whenever we go for the projects team, this is the first step that we will do. Because as I'm telling, usually client will give one user account and he will ask for remaining team members you create and you give whatever the access you required. Then team, we will work on this. We will come to security console. And for all of our team members, we will create the user accounts team. Now, everyone, if we have the accounts, then we can start using the system for implementing the modules like core HR, absence, everything team. Okay. Now, further, what we can discuss here. For creating the user accounts, we came. And by the way, team, these are just user accounts. Manoj Raj, we created. Anywhere employee record associated to this? No. Because we are implementation consultants, we require just user accounts team. Our records are not created in the system. But for the employees, we usually no need to manually define. Automatically, when hiring happening, system will define team. This part we will see in our core HR module. Whenever we hiring the employees, I will show you. Then further, what we can discuss team. See, I created the user account team. As an admin or anyone, whenever you are coming to this users team, if you want to perform any sort of updations to the user, you can go to that user and you have the options team, edit, and you can able to perform all the details team, anything, the corrections you want, any new roles you want to add, any roles from the employee you want to delete. See, you can delete the role team. If you click on remove all roles team, at a time, all the roles at one shot will be removed to the user. If you want to do that, you can do this one. We have something auto provision and assignable concept team, but these concepts I will talk in the role management class. Now in the initial implementation understanding team, to start with training, I want everyone to be mainly focusing on the user account management part. Use the standard role. Once we complete our functional training, all our modules, once we complete team, I will take up the security classes again team. During that time, role management exclusively I will take. Why? Because team, in the concept of roles, as per our client business requirement, we have to customize them. Certain data restrictions, certain functionality restrictions and all we have to implement in. But these things, if I tell you now, you won't understand. Because first you should be getting familiarized with all the modules. In core HR, what all functionalities we have, what is that module is about, what we are doing. In absence, what we are doing, payroll, what we are doing, talent, what we are doing. Once we complete this, once you have the ample understanding about all the modules, then I will start our role management classes. How to customize the roles, why we have to customize the roles and all team. During that time, I will talk about this auto provisioning concept, how to auto assign the roles and all. But as of now, I hope in today's class, everyone understood how to create the user account manually in the system. Okay. How to create the user accounts manually in the system and how to add the roles to the user. Then team, if you want to further update anything, if you want to reset the password of this user, see, every user can able to reset the passwords team from their logins. Actually, when they log in their settings and action team, they have set preferences. If they go here, they have password team. If they themselves want to reset the password team in the preferences, they can pass the current password and they can confirm the new password. They can do that is self-resetting team. But as a HR admin, if you want to reset the password, employee came to you that I forgot my password, I could not able to log into the system. Then team, you can come to the user tools, security console, okay, users, and then you can able to go to the user team. You can able to go to the user team, click on that, and you can do from here team reset password. Automatically team, if I give and if I reset, the user will be getting the email team. Whenever we creating the user, email be given, right? To that email, a password reset link will be sent. If not team, you can choose manually. See, and you can update team, new password, current form, new password and reset, and you can share it to the person manually team. That is one thing. And one more thing team, see, when I am resetting the password policy is coming at least 8 characters, one number. Who told that I should maintain 8 characters, one number? This is one thing team. And one more thing I will show you. I created the user account. Today is May 30, 2024. Password expiration date triggered 28th August 2024. We are in the month of May, June, July, August, almost 90 days. From today, almost it is 90 days time. Exactly 90th day, password expiration date came. Means what? Employee have to reset the password team before this date. If not, password will expire. Who told that in the system? Every 3 months, every 90 days, the password should reset. From where this date is coming? Password policy we have, expiration we have, and one more I will tell you team. What is that? Whenever I'm creating the user account in the system team, if I go to add user account, when I'm trying to create the user account, I'm giving, let's say, Triotech, first name as Triotech, last name as Kumar, and see team, the moment I go to the next field, username automatically coming triotech.kumar, means the format of the username coming as what? First name dot last name. Who told that system to follow that policy? That username should be first name dot last name. And even here also password, when we are inputting password policy, at least 8 characters, one number. From where these all are coming? Can we able to customize this? Because my client might have a different requirement. My client asking, Kumar, every email IDs should be their user IDs. Password policy should be 10 characters minimum. Out of that, 4 are uppercase, 2 are lowercase, and 3 are special characters. And password expiration every 4 months, every 120 days, password should expire. Where I can set up? Within the user account creation team, we have something called user account rules. We can implement that in the system team. User account rules, like what is the username format system should follow, what is the password policy system should follow. Further, we have certain validational rules team. That all we can able to handle in this category. You have something here, team. This topic I will tell in tomorrow's session. Today I cannot take this. Almost again 40-45 minutes discussion needed. Tomorrow I will tell you. Just I'm giving you a highlight of this team. When it comes to user account creation part, all these rules we can able to customize also, team, in the category level. That I will tell you. But by now, everyone understood, right? How to create the user account and how to add the roles. We have some more things to do, team. When you come to user account, here in the actions button, after searching the user team, if you come to actions button, you have couple of actions to do here, team. See, lock account. What is this lock account feature, team? Actually, when the user accounts will lock in the system, whenever user tries to log in more than 4 times with a wrong password, then automatically account will get locked. That's a fixed rule, team. We cannot customize that. What is that? Whenever any user trying to log in into the system, but he given wrong time, the password for 4 times wrongly he given, then automatically system will get locked. Usually it used to have 3 times. Now it changed it to 4 times, team. So automatically system will get locked. If the account is locked, team, if the user tries to log in with his credentials, that credentials will not work. Now see, okay, that is automatically locking, team. But as a HR admin, manually also you can lock the account. Let's say, team, this employee got, let's assume this is not an employee account, but let's assume this employee Manoj suspended from the organization due to some miscellaneous activities he performed. For 10 days, organization suspended him. During that 10 days, we want to freeze his account also. He should not able to access his account, team. You can come here, actions, and click on lock account. Click on yes. This is manually doing the locking, but automatically when it happens means if employee tries the wrong password, Kumar, please hold on. We will be discussing all the questions. Okay, don't worry. So whenever we giving the wrong password for more than 3 times, that is 4 times, then account will get locked. If manually you want to do, then you can able to do here, team. Now see, I locked the account. Now let us try to log in with that credentials, team. What is the behavior? Please observe here. I'm logging in as Manoj.Raj. Okay. And then, team, I'm passing my password. Okay. Now see, when I click on sign in, what it is showing me? Authentication failed. My account locked. I cannot able to access. So this is something, team, in the real time, the HR admins can be using this functionality. If they want to lock the account, hold the access for the user for any reason, they can able to lock. After that, they can unlock the account. Now unlock it, team. Now unlock it, no, right? Now the same credentials I will pass, team. Manoj.Raj. The same credentials I'm passing, team. Sign in. Now system will allow me to log in. There is no issue. I logged into the system. See, this is, team, locking of the account. Okay. Then reset password button, team. If you go to the user details page and from here you can do, or else from here also you can do reset password option is there. See, reset password option as an admin, team. Then, team, you created the user, team, and you want to permanently delete that user account. Then you have delete option. Permanently from the database also, this account will be deleted team. That you can able to do from here. Then compare users team. As an admin, I want to compare two users, like with respective to the roles, what access they have team. Go to compare users. This is Manoj Raj. And second user, I can search team. If any employee by name Kumar is there, I'm searching. So let's say some person Kumar is there, I'm using team. And I can compare. So between two users team, what access the roles that having for both, what all functionalities they can able to access, what they have commonly, what they have independently, that all you can able to check team. This is just for information purpose only, compare users. If you want, you can do that. It's still loading because it depends upon number of roles that both the people having, system will be cross verifying both. So it will result here team. Not that important, but we have a functionality. If admin want to compare two users with respective to their access, they can able to do that team. Okay. Click on done. Once you get, you can able to check out team. When you are practicing, you can check it out. Because it's taking a lot of time. I don't want to get stopped here. Then team, we have something called a copy user also. What is that team? What is that team? If I go here team, I have an option called a copy user. What is that team? Copy user means here. Now I created one account team, Manoj Raj. For this person, I have given these all roles team. I have a requirement that I want to create one more user account. For that person also team, I want these roles, whatever Manoj is having. Rather than going here, creating the account, adding the roles one by one team, I can take Manoj as a reference team. I can go to action, copy. So all the roles what Manoj have will be copied team. See now, I will land upon add user account. Then see all the roles from Manoj copied here. So quickly I can give the employee details, the username, and I can save and close. So this will make the people work ease rather than going to add user account, then giving the details one by one, adding the role. If any existing user account, if you take, you want the same roles of that person to another user, then you can use copy user option team. So these are the things that a HR admins or anyone with security console access in the system, if they want to work on user account creation, they have to be performing team. So this is how user accounts will be creating in the Fusion application manually team. So whenever we go for the project team, for all of our team members, we will be creating the user accounts in this way. Even when we complete the core HR module, when the employee is hired in the system, for them user accounts, if you want to define manually also the same approach, but the worker type we have to give. But for them, usually system only will be creating team. So this is about team security administration in the Fusion application. We have two concepts. One is user account management and the other one is role management team. So in user account also, we have to talk about the user account rules team. I will continue this topic in tomorrow's session. So now let me move on to the questions team. So I can see couple of questions in the chat, or even anyone have, you can please ask also. So Kumar, I can see a questions. Manoj Raj is user created in the system, which is not routing via hiring process, means manual. So please help me understand. Manoj, that sorry, Kumar, that is what I am telling. Manoj Raj user account, that what I created is just a user account, no employee record associated. If you are having an employee record, then he can able to apply the leaves or self-service, whatever. He is not an employee. As an implementation user, I created just a user account. Okay. If it is an employee, then definitely he can able to apply his leave. He can able to apply his self-services, whatever payrolls, everything he can check. Then what we have, if I'm eligible for.
Excuse me. Hi, Kumar.
Yeah, Ahmed, please.
Yeah, Copying of users can we do in bulk, like more than 2 accounts copying of the user, or
If
only a single we can do?
here only single we can do. In a bulk, if you have to do any transactions, you have to rely upon HEDL or spreadsheet.
All right. And one more thing is,
Mm.
initial of the implementation, when we go to the site, or when we are starting the project as implementation consultant,
Mm.
what is the, like, who will be doing the requirement gathering, and how, means how we will get the business requirements of the clients?
It's we who are the implementation team. We will be sitting. We have a different phases, Ahmad, basically. Starting with a kickoff meeting. The next phase will be requirement gathering. We and the client side HR team will be sitting together and we will be collecting the first we will demonstrate the system functionalities to them and we will
Mm.
ask their existing business model and in their existing ERP system what sort of functionalities or data they are using, and then
Mm.
we have to collect from the client. It's we have a documents where we will collect the responses from that. In the
Uh,
implementation project workshop, we will be guiding you on that.
all right. We do have the templates usually we use, right?
Yeah,
But they're
yeah,
doing the requirement gathering. Yeah. Okay.
correct. In an Excel
Uh,
format, all the questionnaire we will take to the client and we will ask them to provide the response in that format.
all right. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. And Chandra, assigned and auto provision option showing what is the difference. So basically, that's what I told Chandra. Probably you missed in the class. Whenever we adding the roles, as of now, manually how to add the roles I have shown you. But here we have something auto provision. Means what? Means basically when it comes to the employees in the system, I am telling that whenever hiring happen, user accounts automatically created to them. But at the same time, roles also should automatically assign. So we have a concept called auto provisioning in the roles. Like for every role in the system, we will give some conditions. Means what? If employee hiring in this company, in this department, in this location, in this job, then this role is eligible to him, like that. So we have the auto provisioning concept in the system where for every role, we will write the rules and condition. Whenever hiring happening, when the user accounts creating, if the employee is satisfying that condition, then the roles also will auto assign to his account. That is a concept we have. So when we talking about the role management in that classes, I'm going to tell you detailedly how to implement that auto provisioning. Okay. And even assignable also related to that auto provisioning only. And
Kumar,
Andrew, how can,
sorry.
1 second, team, just I will address the questions in the chat board and I will take rest of the people. And Andrew, how can we extract all users existing? See, any data in a bulk that you want to extract, either you have to rely upon BI reports or OTBI reports or extracts, Andrew. You have to pull a report from the system from either of those three tools. In the UI level, we cannot extract.
Okay.
And adding a user account, Winky, adding a user account creates employee record or adding employee role. It does not like that. See, in system, user account creation will be followed after the employee hired in the system actually. So first of all, once the employee record is available, then the user account for that employee will be created. But today, whatever the account I created, this is not an employee in the system. This is just a user account. As I am telling, we as an implementation team, when we go for the project, we will not be hired in the client system, but we require access. So that is the reason whenever I'm creating new user account, what I am doing, I'm keeping person type as none and I'm creating team. It means just user account I created. But when it comes to employees, first employee record will be created, then followed by user account for that employee will be created. Okay. And Kumar, you said when employee is hired, user created automatically. What if someone leaves and company will the user? What is the question, Kumar? Please spell it out. I mean,
Okay,
the
you
bits are
said like,
coming in between. I
yeah.
didn't get the question actually.
So the question is straightforward. You said like whenever the hiring process happens, there's a
Mm.
the user account is created automatically if everything satisfies, right?
Mhm.
What if someone is leaving the company? So will the user account for the same profile will be deactivated?
Obviously, when the employee submit the resignation, automatically status will become inactive. That is standard behavior. Leaving the company means resignation, obviously, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Whenever
The
employee
termination.
submit the resignation, his account will be with effective to his last working date, his account will be inactive.
So no need to come here manually and do the
No,
deactivation.
no, we don't need to do that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. And one more question, Kumar. Please, can you please tell, because you posted eligibility something, can you please tell what are they? Do you have any specific role for implementing and supporting? It's not like that. For everyone, the common roles only will be there. And one more question, if I'm eligible for creating leave to report. We have, but that is a different concept. Leave request routing to the manager, that is workflows and approvals. We have one module. In that, we have to configure for every leave to whom the approval should go when employee applying the leave, that all. That's not that will not come under security. That comes under workflows and approvals.
No, that question is clear. You answered in the first one.
Acha, okay,
It
okay,
was
fine, no problem. And Naina, hi Kumar, in which cases we will delete the user. See, deleting means, Naina, let's say we created user today, or let's say any employee joined the organization, the user account created. Usually from the front end, when you cancel the employee relation, I mean, employee joined today, we hired them, not joined, employee hired in the system with an effective date of, let's say, next month, 3rd or something. But unfortunately, employee not turning up. So what we will do? We will be clearing the record from the system because employee is not joining, but we created already. At that time, you can use the delete option. Or let's say I created the account, some sort of mistakenly I defined. I don't want this account anymore. Permanently, I want to clear the records, delete the records. Then I can use this functionality of delete. So it's about situational requirement. If you want to permanently clear that record from the system, you can use the delete functionality. And Sahiti as user accounts will be automatically added when hiring. Are we the one who hired? No. See, basically, they are end user transactions, Sahiti. In the initial implementation time, we will be uploading the client's existing data. But going forward, whenever they're using the system in the day-to-day life, it's the client side HR team. In the Tata group, the HR team who is using the system, they will be performing their hirings, everything in their day-to-day life. Okay. Yes, Vinay and Andrew, any question?
Yes, hello,
Yes.
Kumar.
Hi, Andrew.
Yes, Kumar, I would like to understand if the employee account already has transactions existing on it, it cannot be deleted, right?
If already existing is there, then see, even then here it will be allowing. It's not stopping us. If you want to delete system, do allow. But the
Yes.
thing is that transactions will be in a stuck stage.
Okay.
No use of that one. You cannot proceed further with anything. So either we
Right.
have to terminate them or something you can do. But deletion, it will allow still.
Okay. But in cases where is it the best practice when at the client side if, to delete or just to deactivate?
See, usually we will keep it as inactive only because in
Okay.
future, as you are telling, any transactions pendings are there. We want to use that user to approve or some other activities to perform.
Or
We
for
can
audit
make it.
purposes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi Kumar.
Yeah, Vinay.